Hello, it's been a while. It is currently April 13th, and I may upload another video before this, I'm not sure. I did film a video in February, and I think I kind of scrapped it or gave up on it, but if you see it, you see it. If not, hi for the first time in a while. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Kara, and I am currently working on the second draft of my adult fantasy. It is called Seaside Princess, and if you're not new here, hi, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. It has seriously been a hot minute, and there are reasons, okay? I have my special journal with me so we can chat real quick. I will try not to make this life update not too long because I have my leftovers from dinner yesterday. It's a Philly sandwich and it's really good. So I want to eat that before it gets cold. So this update will not be too long, but I hope you guys have been well. Please let me know in the comments how your projects have been going. The reason I haven't been on YouTube for a hot minute is because health is important, and my health was kind of not so great, both physically and mentally. Kind of just had some things with physical health, still going through that. And then mental health wise has been kind of, no, not it. But that's okay. We still have to keep going on. What I filmed in February, it was literally the beginning of February. So we'll see if I'll still post that. I just did not have the energy, the mental capacity, the care to upload any videos, to film, to edit. So that's kind of where I've been. So sorry about that, but I do still care about YouTube. It's just, I have a very interesting relationship with YouTube and uploading and filming, as most creators do. I have actually been doing this for a while. This channel is going to be a year old in June, I think, but this isn't my first time on YouTube actually. So I did it way back when I was like in college in 2022. Actually, I did during COVID. I think the first time I uploaded was during COVID, during 2020. So it's not my first time exploring YouTube. It's just, as much as I love editing, it has been a little bit hard to balance all the facets of my life, but also the first thing to go when my mental health isn't up is YouTube generally, because I just don't want to be perceived. But I'm feeling better, and I was itching to film. Like, it's been coming back to me a little bit, but especially yesterday. But I just haven't gotten around to it. And also I've been watching all my favorite creators here on WriterTube, and I've been loving them. Like, shout out to Becca and Amelia, who uploaded a new video. Also Catherine's Library. Those are a few people I've really been loving. Also Writes with Joy, just some classic girlies, and Hannah, love Hannah. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I've been really busy writing. So enough about the life stuff that's so heavy. Now let's talk about writing. I am so excited to update you guys on this. So I am on draft 2 of Seaside Princess, and the last time we spoke, it really depends on if I upload the other video or not. I hadn't started writing yet, and I started draft 2 in March. It is now April, so I have 1 month of writing under my belt, and I can let you know all about that. Currently, we are at 40K, 40.8K. The chapter I'm currently on is chapter 13, and that chapter is basically the midpoint, and it is actually so surreal to be talking about the midpoint because I only started this draft a month ago. So last month, I wrote about 28K. So to already be at 40K is absolutely crazy, but I am so excited for where the story is going. I do know that it's so much better already than draft 1, just because I know more so about the story. I have a clear picture and I know exactly where we are. And I have actually been having a lot more fun writing draft 2 than draft 1 because I have that clear picture. I am at my core a plotter, not a pantser. So any realm of pantsing for me, I know a lot of people talk about like the excitement being gone when they have to plot something, but I love the plotting and seeing things come to fruition. So pantsing is not for me. However, the only issue with knowing the whole story in this way is that I cannot write it fast enough. Like when I read back what I've written, I'm always so happy and like, wow, this story is so good. I'm obsessed. I love it. But I'm like, so where's the rest of the story? And it's like, bro, you need to write it for it to exist. So I'm definitely struggling with that aspect. I think Emily Thompson talked about it in her newest video where she was like, that whole thing where you never feel like you're writing fast enough. And I get that, especially because I know the whole story. So I'm like, just exist. But that's not exactly how writing works, as one knows. But I have definitely been loving this new draft, and my self-imposed deadline is June 7th. So I'm hoping to finish it around 90K. 90K for an adult fantasy is pretty good, honestly, just because 100K is usually what we're looking at, but I'm shooting for 90K just because I'm already at 40-ish, so I should be at the midpoint. It should be about 43K. So if I was shooting for 100K, it'd probably be around 50K at the midpoint, but 44K at the midpoint means I'll probably be looking at 90K. So I'm excited for a more succinct draft 2, and I think that is really proof that I have been more intentional with my words this draft around, and I'm really grateful for that because draft 1 is definitely more about discovery, figuring out what the draft is, who the story is trying to be, and you telling yourself the story, which I find to be super important. But I've been trying to be more intentional with where things are going, more succinct, and then trying to really foreshadow and do things on time for this act. I am in the first part of Act 2, so we can kind of see it as a 4-act story structure, or we can just do Act 1, Act 2, 2 parts, and then Act 3. So after this midpoint, I'll be towards the 3rd act or Act 2, Part 2. And I've just been trying to keep a good pacing, keep momentum going, but I'm really excited about where the story is going for now. I will do another check-in, but I'm going to eat my lunch, and then we'll be talking about my current reads and how that's really been inspiring me afterwards. It is currently, let me see, it is April 16th. So I filmed a little bit yesterday. Yeah, it's Thursday and it is 11 a.m. And I just wanted to film a little update clip. This morning I did a writing sprints with Catherine's library, and you guys should totally subscribe and follow her on Instagram. She's so cute and so much fun. It was our first time doing a morning sprint together, and that was actually really fun. And it was a great way to start my day. I only got like 100 and something words in, but now I can kickstart the rest of my day making sure that I do write. I'm at a really cool scene right now. Our two leads are going to have a fight scene, like a physical tussle. They're going to be sparring. Have I ever sparred? No, no. But that's okay. We learn to do a lot of different things when we write. First of all, I did get the Scrivener app. And yes, I bit the bullet. Okay. Paid for it. And I know a lot of people don't like it, not just because it's like paid after, you already pay for the software on the laptop, but it's because of like the whole Dropbox syncing feature. But I am going to a friend's house this weekend and I still want to keep my streak of writing. We have goals to meet, but I can't like whip out my laptop every 5 minutes. Like, that is the telltale sign that I'm not with y'all. I'm not with the friends. So I was like, my phone. I can write on my phone. I know some people will just use Google Docs for that, but like I've been using Scrivener. I used it for most of draft one. When I first started draft one, I had 15K on Google Docs, and that's because I wasn't sure if I was going to stick with writing, right? Like, stick with finishing this book. And so I was like, I don't want to invest if we're not going to finish this. Like, when you invest so much in a hobby and then you don't finish it, I did not want to be that girl. So once I hit 15K and I came back to the story after a while, I was like, this seems serious. Let's be serious. So I got Scrivener. I've been using it for a while now and I really do like it. I don't want to try to transfer everything to Google Docs just so I can use the Google Docs on my phone, blah, blah, blah. So I got the app. Uh, it's okay. I'm going to write the rest of my books on there anyway. So I'm not pressed about it. I'll be able to use it. And I'll let you guys know how it is. Honestly, it's fine. I like that if the syncs, like if you made changes and they don't add up, it will make like a new doc on your laptop for you or wherever it is, and then you can just transfer things over. That's actually really nice. That way you don't lose anything. The other reason why we're here, folks, is I finished reading the Jessaudier finally. She's a little thick, but I ate her up. Okay. I think that this, dare I say, might be my first 5-star read this year. It's also the 5th book I've read this year, which we're in April, so that's not a lot, but as a STEM girly who's always busy, I'm happy, okay? It was really good. I know the girlie said it was really good, but it was, okay? It's like really great when you are not disappointed. So I'm happy. I'm trying to think if I want to do like a you don't want spoilers, don't watch this part, blah blah blah. But I don't know. Um I guess I won't spoil it, so I'll be vague, but I really loved Sarah's writing. I loved how you can see the way she thinks by the interiority of the main character Sylvia and the dialogue. And okay, so this is kind of romantasy. It's fantasy. I don't know, would you put it under romantasy? I'm not sure. But even if we didn't have the romance in here, I would still love this book because yes, it is a little complicated, but the way that the plot works, I love how Sarah used so many different portions of the plot to give really good portions of the story. So she used the plot and the pacing to give you good exposition and to show you so much more of the world. I think her pacing was phenomenal. I was rarely bored, and I love that. And that is something that I'm really interested in fixing in this draft. So I'm on draft 2 of Seaside Princess. Basically, for draft 1, the pacing wasn't it at all, or no pacing. Spacing left the room, okay? So I'm trying to give good spacing to draft 2, and I hope I'm doing it. But worst comes to worst, I can always fix that in draft 3. But I'm hoping draft 3 will be like just dev edits, developmental edits, just a bit more, because draft 2 is a complete rewrite. And on that note, I have locked in for my deadline, like the deadline that I have. Okay, so I gave myself the deadline of like June 7th, I think it was, but I'm going to send it out to alpha readers when I'm done, and I'm also sending it out to an editor. This editor read draft 1 in its illegibility, if that's a word, the lack of semblance of a plot. Okay, she read it then, so I'm sending her draft 2 as well. And the date she gave me was like July 17th or something like that. So I have that date too, but in actuality, I want to finish this by June 7th ish. So that gives me about 54 days. And that's why I've been super adamant on keeping my streak and writing every day. I get it. Writing every day is not for everyone, but it works for me even if I don't put a lot. It just keeps me in the story and it keeps momentum going, because if I let the story sit too long while I'm drafting, I'm prone to not get back to it. Like, it's not that I don't want to, it's that I'll just be like, I don't have to. And then I'm super upset and sad when my dreams are not met because I never wrote the story. So we are going to write a little bit more. Like I said, I only wrote like 100 and something words in that first sprint that I did with Catherine. So I'm going to try to hit a little bit more, and then I actually need to start editing videos. So that other video that I filmed back in February, I was editing it on a different software and I just didn't like it. So I'm going to redo it instead of scrapping it, because sometimes you got to do the thing instead of just, oh, never mind. So I think I'm going to leave this afternoon. I mean, it's already 11, but I think I'm going to leave this afternoon for editing that video, or I could just edit this video. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to start writing now, but I want to let you know my tea choice. Tea for the day is cinnamon, literally poured hot water over cinnamon sticks. No tea bag. And salted caramel syrup with a dash of honey. That's what we're drinking today. I hope you have a hot girl drink as well. And let's write.